Hello everyone, welcome back to the videos. It is wonderful to have you guys here again as always. Today in this video I want to address Ethel's catch can. I currently have a diff out of it at the moment. You guys will see more about that, but I haven't had enough time to finish filming that video so I can edit it up for you guys for this week's video. I gotta go and get some pinion bearings. I was playing around with the pinion bearings yesterday and it's stuffed, so I gotta get some pinion bearings and then I can finish putting Ethel's diff back together. So keep an eye out for that. You guys will see, that to come in a video next week. I believe I should be able to get something done. Anyway, this video I want to tackle Ethel's catch can. So that one there has been working fine for me for years. There's nothing really wrong with it, apart from the fact that it's in a bit of a difficult position to get in and out, as well as it's a little small and it doesn't really breathe very well. I'd like to try and make up something today, taking up this sort of area, if I can. I don't really know yet. I haven't got any plans, unless I put it over there somewhere. Again, don't really have any sort of idea yet, but I'd like to change up that current setup. Nitro is nice enough to give me a sheet of aluminium plate. Thank you very much, Nitro. I really appreciate that from you, sir, and I'm going to put it to good use today. My goal for this video today, I'd like to get something at least tacked together. I don't have any AN weld-ons or anything yet, so I can't finalize anything, but yeah, I'd like to get something tacked together, ready to go, so I can just finish weld it, put some fittings on it and some filters, and it'll be good to go. So my idea is to make up sort of like a L style catch can, fill up most of this area with a couple of big filters on it if I can fit them. Space is very tight with this tiny little turbo there. I'm also going to have to flip the rocker covers left to right at some stage, but that is a job for another video. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead, I'll get some cardboard, I'll start cutting out some cardboard templatey stuff, and then we'll see what sort of space we got to work with. Something like that. Then how far? I could almost do a rectangle, but I reckon the trouble is where I got to fit the breathers. So I've got to have room for the AN lines. They'll have to come up over the strut tower here. I think the filters might have to be sort of that area. Come back here. So like 1, 2 there. Maybe the AN fittings in here or on top. I don't think there's enough room under here for the AN lines. Anyway, I guess I can work out this piece. Unless I just have one filter here, but then it's sucking it back in. Interesting. Next piece. Hey, stop it. Pretty happy with that. Now, the next question, do I just have a flat here and then curve this around, or do I make an L section so that I can put what I need to do is see if I've got enough room under the bonnet for an AN fitting. All I got is a 45 here. No, I don't. So even that's pushing it. Unless I do a recessed area. Ideally, I'd like to have the filters here in this area. I think it gives me the most space to fit two nice, decent sized filters. They're going to get cooked by the dump pipe there, but I don't really have a better option. You come down 100. Down 60. Something like that. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Wonder if maybe I could even just do like AN fittings here and just have them. I don't know. This is all shit that I gotta work out. Cut that a little short, so that's okay. Okay, let's sticky tape this guy. Now it's starting to look kind of box-like. Right, in there. So then I just need to figure out So I got all of it cut out except for this section here. Starting to look a lot like a catch canny thing. Something like that. A couple of nice big filters there. AN lines there, which what happened to that AN fitting I had? These guys there, maybe. None on there. Not 45s, obviously. Unless I sink these down. I don't know, this is something I'm going to have to probably play with for a few days, but I mean that's the basic shape of it. I'm pretty happy with that. I might put these here. Where did that go? All the way down there. Ideally they'd just go in here, but then that doesn't really leave me any area to put the filters. So I'd like to have the filters here, and then I might just have the AN fittings sort of there with 90s. I don't know. Not sure what to do yet. There, 45 there. We'll see. Anyway, that's the shape. So start tracing this out of aluminium, cutting it out. Work on getting it tacked together out of aluminium. The hard part. So here we go. I've got my pieces. I've just been shaping some of the curves and stuff, and you know, getting this one to fit a little nicer. They're not perfect, but I think I should be able to make something out of it. Anyway, I'm going to start getting this stuff tacked together, and then we'll get it looking a little bit more like a catch can, and we'll go and test fit it back in the car. Alright, well there we go. That's where I'm going to end it today. I'll go and wire wheel all of this before I go and finish weld it. It is a little close down here to this V-band for the turbo. I might just roll that V-band around, which, you know, it should give it a good 3/4 of an inch of room there. I'm going to put 2 filters here, one here and one here, and then I think I'll do what I thought I was going to do and do the AN lines here maybe, or maybe here, and coming around there. I might trim these corner bits off and flat it so that it leaves enough of a path for the AN lines to get through there, or I might do it on the front here and bring them around this top rad hose and straight into the front there. Looking at that, that might be an easier way to go. I'm not too sure. Tell me what you guys think. Apart from that though, I'm pretty happy with it. It looks a little bit nicer than that one down there, and hopefully it should breathe a lot better. I've left all of this side open because I'm going to go and do some internal baffling during the week before I go and final weld it and tack all the rest of it and get the AN fittings and filters and shit on it off camera. So next time you guys see this, it'll more than likely be finished. And looking at it, I think the best way for me to go is around across the radiator hose here and then in straight into the front there. I'm not too sure. Tell me what you guys think. Do you reckon I should put them in the front here or down the side and snake them off around there? Anyway, that's all the time that I have for today, especially in this video. So I'm gonna pretty much end it off here. Nothing too crazy. I have gone and cleaned up much of the shit along here. Much of the wiring shit I just shoved back in there. But a lot of the BMW bits I've gone and put in the shed out the back just to try and free up a bit of space. And it has made being in the shed here a much nicer place to be. It's something I've been wanting to do for a long time. I still have all of that area I want to clean up, and then all of that area I want to clean up more and finalize it, because I've got a bench grinder that I need to dynabolt down to the ground, because I want to have that as sort of as that like the fabrication area, and this like tools and parts and, you know, consumables and shit down there. But yeah, anyway, that's going to be it from me in this video. Nice little catch can coming along. I'm pretty happy with that. Ethel needs it. I do have a new fan here. I got a proper spal fan to go in the front. I'll see if that will keep it cool enough. I'm also thinking of getting like a thermatic switch that I can put in straight in line in the AN fittings for the cooler, so it will click on and off that fan as it needs it. That way it's a nice closed loop system. I don't need to do or touch anything with it, because I get the feeling that that spal fan is going to move a lot more air than this shitty eBay one, and it should hopefully keep the transmission cool enough. If it's still not enough, then I'll find some room underneath and put a second oil cooler in it. The transmission is going to have to come out pretty soon. I have another converter on order, but the diff, hopefully I can get the bearings and bits I need this week, so that way I can get the diff installed, and that will then make this movable, because I would like to get this off the hoist and push the BMW back in here. And I'm really keen on getting it to start and run, maybe drive. I've got to put a radiator back in it to get it to drive, but we'll see what I can do. Anyway, that's enough rambling on for me. Thank you all for watching. Please leave a like and comment on the video, subscribe if you're new, and I will see you guys in the next one, hopefully with that finished. No, it won't be, because I wouldn't have even started on it, because it'll be the diff video. Yeah, anyway, you guys will get to see the carnage of the diff from road trip in that video. But yeah, as always, CO2 the world, unleash the boost, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.